What up, everybody? It's your boy CG back at you guys again. Some more cryptocurrency news. It's been a while, and I know I haven't really been posting as frequently as I used to, but I had tried to reignite, the channel, but I was trying to do something different. I don't know if you guys had noticed, but the last couple of videos I was trying to incorporate more of the gamer side of me inside the channel, but I realized that was making things too complicated when I was trying to do that, and it was just making the whole process a lot more tedious than it actually was. So I decided to just go back to the regular scheme of things. That's actually what drew you guys to the channel. So why in the world would I change it? Especially if it was a lot simpler to release consistent content. And then there was the fact that I have recently lost my younger sister. So there was just a period of time where I had intended to come back, but she was in the hospital in and out, and then that took place. So yeah, so I'm right now I'm trying to reignite everything and get the channel moving again. But as you all know, we're in the middle of the coronavirus epidemic, and the United States government, not just the United States government, but governments around the world are going crazy as far as trying to re-stimulate their economies. To a certain degree, it's like 2008 all over again, if not worse, considering how badly a lot of people's portfolios have performed. Some people's 401ks or retirement portfolios have been cut in half, literally. And it's really sad to see that, a lot of people were planning to retire early. It's not looking like that's going to be the case for a lot of people. And considering the fact that the United States has also announced their plan to unleash unlimited quantitative easing. If people aren't familiar with it, it's when they inject money into the economy to try and save the. I'm not even gonna say the American people, or not the American people, but people in general, but they do it to save the corporations and save their own behinds, really. If the people do receive anything from it, it's normally breadcrumbs. If they're like we're like afterthoughts, if you get what I mean. So that's actually why cryptocurrency was created. Bitcoin in particular, that was the original concept of Bitcoin, to fight these types of things. Fight the power that the government has given the Federal Reserve, all these different types of financial institutions that try to preserve their own selves while leaving us out to dry. But first order of news, economist Jeffrey Tucker has something to say about the price of Bitcoin. Can you imagine if the Bitcoin price, if it had scaled? Can you imagine BTC's price if it had scaled? So basically, he was saying that he was really impressed by the fact that Bitcoin reached $30, let alone the fact that it reached 6K. But it's the fact that Bitcoin hadn't properly scaled on its rises. So basically, it's the adoption, the level of adoption that Bitcoin has had, and a lot of other things that should be making it a lot simpler to integrate it into everyday society. So his whole premise is, can you imagine if the proper instruments were in place to integrate this into everyday society? So let's see what Mr. Tucker had to say. It's not going to be a long video today, by the way. Going to be in and out. I'm going to make these videos a lot more short and sweet, by the way, guys. Get to the point and keep you guys up to date on what's going on in the world, cryptocurrency specifically. The economist, who has long been a proponent of Bitcoin BTC, suggested the current price is much lower than it should be otherwise would have been, because the underlying technology has not been properly scaled, quote unquote. I'm not unimpressed by a 6K price of Bitcoin. I was blown away when the thing reached $30, but can you imagine the price today if the thing had scale? The tweet expands on comments Tucker made earlier this month on RT during a panel discussion with noted Bitcoin skeptic Peter Schiff. During the debate, he said too much time had been wasted on this ridiculous scaling problem, which had ultimately prevented mainstream adoption. Yup. As you guys know, if you were around in 2017, the thing that really held cryptocurrency back from really exploding and carrying on with its bullish upward trend was the fact that Bitcoin, the network, had slowed down tremendously because so many people were rushing to take part in the whole cryptocurrency bull market back in the end of 2017. It was ridiculous. If you guys were there, you know, is the same thing happened with Ethereum. Ethereum hadn't scaled properly at the time, and the Ethereum network, and Ethereum is by far faster than Bitcoin. Not to say that's really fast, but by Bitcoin standards, it's a lot faster. And Ethereum hadn't properly scaled either, and Ethereum's network was clogged. It was ridiculous. Transactions were taking hours and days to go through for some people. So yeah, Tucker said Bitcoin was designed to thrive in times like the current financial crisis. Just suggested the reason it hasn't is due to its scaling problem. Bitcoin was innovated to become a safe haven during times just like this, so why aren't we seeing Bitcoin become the safe haven that it was developed to be and was for a number of years? Vitalik and Blockstream weigh in. The scaling issue has been one of the most heated debates in crypto. The base layer network isn't able to process transactions quickly enough to enable wide scale mainstream adoption as a currency. Man, English is kicking my ass today. The debate over raising the block size as a solution ultimately led to the BCH and BSV forks, while BTC itself adopted the layer 2 Lightning Network as a scaling solution. Tucker's March 31st tweet sparked a debate among prominent members of the community. Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin encouraged the economists to look at the long-awaited ETH 2.0, which is due to launch this year, stating it will have a high scalability, but without the centralization that relies solely on increasing block size. This provokes much derision from BTC development company Blockstream's Adam Back and CSO Samson Mao, who wrote LOLs and posted a crying. Who cares? Scaling has nothing to do with the price. On chain analysis, Willie Wu suggested that scaling has nothing to do with the price or market cap, pointing to gold as an example. Gold is 9 trillion. How many transactions per second does gold do? I mean, shipping the underlying between vaults, that's BTC. That's BTC main chain. The swaps we do on ETFs and derivatives is gold's layer 2. That shit scales, so will BTC's layer 2. Great point. Gold transactions are what? You're not going to be carrying around gold streams and gold blocks to everybody. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what Mr. Tucker had to say in regards to his thoughts on the Bitcoin price. Next piece of news: amid market downturn, number of people owning one Bitcoin hits new record high. So as you guys can see, not all is bad in the world right now as far as Bitcoin and cryptocurrency adoption. People are seeing these low Bitcoin and cryptocurrency prices and are just, you know, looking at it as an opportunity, because as you guys know, it's times like these that are happening, you know, these horrible downturns in any type of market really, that really decide who's going to be the millionaires in the next market uptrend. So I can only imagine when everything is set right again, how the pricing, how everything's going to get priced in during the next real official bull market, when everything starts to move back upward, because you know this whole coronavirus scare is shaking out a lot of people. So amid the ongoing crypto market decline, the number of crypto wallets containing one BTC or more continues to rise. According to major blockchain analytics firm Glassnode, the number of Bitcoin addresses holding one or more has been steadily growing and reached an all-time high on March 11th. On that day, the amount of hodlers owning one BTC or more reached an all-time high of 795,000. Wow. Crossing a previous threshold of 795,300. Man, English and these numbers are trying to beat me up. They're trying to take my belts. Observed on March 10th, Glassnode tweeted, since March 2019, number of wallets holding one or more BTC added more than 60,000 addresses. According to public data by Glassnode, by steadily nearing the 800,000 threshold, the amount more than doubled in the past 5 years. Wow, that's crazy. Well, that just goes to show you people are taking advantage of what's going on. And if you guys think about it, that's a drop in the bucket, because how many people are there in the world? I think like 6 billion, 7 billion people in the world. So that's not even a large amount of people. And then consider the fact that there's only, what, 21 million BTC? Yeah, just goes to show you. People see opportunity and they're going to take it. And it's not even just BTC, but even in other things such as alts and other cryptocurrencies, or shoot, even traditional finance version one. I consider cryptocurrency finance version two. But on to the next piece of news and the last piece of news at that. Binance Inc.'s Coinmarketcap acquisition during global deal making freeze. So Binance is trying to acquire Coinmarketcap. That's crazy if you ask me. CoinMarketCap being, I would say, the most popular and number one tracker of cryptocurrency prices in the world right now. That is probably the most used. Binance acquisition of crypto data site CoinMarketCap is one of the biggest deals in the ecosystem to date. It's a notable deal given that it comes amid a global freeze in mergers and acquisitions. The block's reporting indicates that it was mostly an equity deal rather than a cash deal, a path that is easier to clinch in a down market, since you don't need to take large sums off their balance sheet or borrow. Global mergers and acquisitions have come to a halt. What is going on? Well, I didn't expect that. Okay, let's try it. Let's click this. Let's see if they're gonna make me. I didn't realize the block crypto were these types of people. Okay, there we go. Okay. Binance is set to acquire CoinMarketCap. The deal could be worth as much as 400 million. Well, we just read that. Binance is in the final stage of talks to acquire CMC. The block has learned. Crypto exchange is looking to pay as much as 400 M's for the deal. People familiar with the deal told the block. The cash and stock deal is expected to be announced this week. When completed, that would make it one of the largest acquisitions of the crypto space. Other terms of the deal remain unclear. The block has reached out to both Binance and CMC for comments and will update the story should we hear. Just earlier this year, Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, said there are two acquisitions in the pipeline that he's very excited about. These are major and have a significant impact, he said. The CoinMarketCap deal could be one of those two deals. It is worth noting that CoinMarketCap has not raised any external funding to date and is entirely bootstrapped. That's kind of crazy considering how popular CoinMarketCap is. It is the most popular crypto data aggregator, drawing 207.2 million visitors in the last 6 months. Binance, on the other hand, drew 113.8 million visitors in the last 6 months. CMC's traffic is 80% more than that of Binance's. People familiar with the matter told the block that CMC's ability to drive a significant amount of traffic is one of the major reasons for the acquisition. CMC was founded in 2013 by the anonymous Brandon Ches in Delaware, U.S. That's crazy. So, yeah. Binance is making moves. I told you guys, in like I just said, in this type of downturn around the world, not just in crypto, but or just economically in every form of finance version one, these are when the real winners are made. People are claiming stake in things that people may not be looking at as the next potential thing that could make them a large profit. But yeah, guys, this has been your boy CG. It was nice talking to all of you again. Gonna consistently post every day, at least one video a day from now on. Maybe take the weekends off, but I'm back. I'm here. I'm gonna make things happen. We're gonna talk more about the fundamentals of crypto, and just get to the types of information that will actually help you guys make better decisions in the future. All right, peace. I'm out.